Welcome, established family. This is the EST podcast where we establish sound truths. Welcome to the Established Pod. And we are here because I was on Instagram and I saw something very, very interesting and I wanted to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's look at what I was watching on Instagram. So here we have, Dom, right? Dom Luke Cray, right? Go follow my boy Dom, Dominique McGee. He has a very interesting take on what's going on with Trump, the Epstein files, the Democrats. Let's just look at what Dom has to say. All right.
So Elon Musk and Donald Trump possibly just performed the greatest bait and switch in human history. I don't know if you guys remember a few months ago, Elon Musk dropped a post that made the Democrats just shriek with joy, saying that Donald Trump is on the Jeffrey Epstein list. What followed was a series of Democrats demanding that the Epstein list gets pushed, from Jimmy Kimmel, Hakeem Jeffries, of course, along to any Democrat, even Hillary Clinton. Everyone was claiming that this Epstein list needed to come out because it appeared that it was against Donald Trump. From that point on, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are supposed to still be mortal enemies, further pushing Democrats to try to get this list out. What Donald Trump does, he goes to say, oh, it's a hoax, it's a hoax, it's a hoax, it's BS. Gaslighting the public, because there's no way you could have made Democrats want this list unless Donald Trump didn't want the list. He knew that and played on their own bias. You see, TDS has gotten so bad that Trump has learned how to weaponize it against them that have it themselves. Like, it's crazy. Trump somehow found a way to turn people TDS against them. And he knew that if he did not like the Epstein list, people would love it. So now what happens? The Epstein list comes out. Donald Trump and Elon Musk links up at the White House with Ronaldo. I don't believe that's random. I don't think many Americans believe that's random. It's a great chance they just performed the greatest bait and switch in history. And the Epstein list that's coming out is going to implicate every Democrat demanding for it to come out. And we're about to witness transparency like we've never seen before. And the true fall of the Democrat Party. And what's so amazing, they found a way to make sure every single Democrat, that means not the big Democrats, we're talking about the regular voters, are going to be waiting for the list. Because what does it matter when the list comes out if no one's reading it? How could you get the people that would claim it had been propaganda to read the list? By thinking it only implicates Donald J. Trump. I think they're set. I think it's about to come out. And I think Donald Trump is possibly the greatest 4D chessman of all time.
Wow. And there you have it from Dom. Again, go check out Dom. Subscribe to his page. Very insightful brother. And there you have it. What's going on is, like he said, TDS got people just chasing rabbits, chasing tails, chasing any little fantasy that they can, muster up about Donald Trump being, the worst person in the world, the worst person to ever walk the face of the earth. And this is quite alarming. A lot of people who didn't hate Donald Trump before, now all of a sudden they hate him, and it's very alarming. It's almost borderline demonic, in my opinion. This amount of hate. But if Elon Musk and Donald Trump actually set this up in a way to allow the Democrats to believe that there was proverbial blood in the water, and then they attacked this situation like sharks and wanted to expose everything that was going on in the Jeffrey Epstein the list, because they thought Donald Trump was on it. But the whole time they were playing a game that they were at odds, because obviously you just seen Elon Musk back in the White House. They're shaking hands and all that. And it's like, was this a way to actually get Democrats to push to release the Epstein files? Because under Biden, they didn't do it. When Trump was in, it was COVID. We had to deal with COVID. Prior to that, Obama, he didn't drop it. So was this a bait and switch to get them to attack this situation, knowing good and well he was going to release it, but they were blinded by their own rage, knowing good and well that a lot of their constituents are going to be implemented in these lists. We already got Hakeem Jeffries and another woman in Congress, a black woman that was texting Jeffrey Epstein while she was actually in court getting coached by him. It was very weird. But the truth is going to come out, and I firmly believe that what you're not going to hear with Jelaine, no, not Jelaine, the one of the victims, she wrote a book. She basically said Trump had nothing to do with it. What you're not going to hear is that Trump actually was involved in this. You know, he was the only president that actually pushed to release these files. That would be asinine at its best, to be a part of something and then you push to expose it. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. So, you know, I was telling people online, just let it come out, let it be. They didn't want to listen. They wanted to run with the narrative. They wanted to jump the gun. And this was my problem. I'm like, listen, if he's on it, he's on it. Let him go to jail. He'll have his day in court, and he should fry and be under the jail if that's the case. But before the information comes out, stop making an opinion on something that hasn't been clearly laid out. And, you know, that's what really got me. You know, the people were just jumping the gun. They didn't want to listen to they didn't want to listen to people telling them to be patient. And this is what I've been telling people online. Be patient. It's going to come out. Be patient. It's going to come out. And when it comes out, we'll know. We'll have all the evidence in front of us. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. So what do we have? We have Proverbs 18, verse 13. It says, he that answereth the matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. If you're going to answer a matter before the entire truth comes out, the Bible says that it's folly, which means foolishness. It's foolishness, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself because you're not operating in wisdom. You don't know the full story. You don't know what's actually going on, but you have such a strong opinion about what hasn't been revealed yet. This is foolishness. Again, Proverbs 18, he that answereth the matter before he heareth it, it is folly and a shame unto him. I just want to know, when are we going to get out of this mode of thinking that the media is going to tell us the truth and always give us the right information? When are we just going to start looking and having like sound judgment? Again, this is to establish sound truths, EST, establish sound truth. So if we're going to establish sound truth, we have to use critical thinking. We're not critically thinking. We're just jumping on so the liberal media can tell you anything and you're just going to run with it. I find that very, very troubling. You know, I find that very, very troubling. We should have a little bit more tenacity, a little bit more dignity within ourselves to not just run with narratives and run with rumors without actually having proof of the rumor itself. You know what I want to do? I want to go back. I want to go ahead and look at my boy Dom one more time, because I think y'all didn't really hear him. I don't think y'all really heard him. Let's listen to Dom one more time.
So Elon Musk and Donald Trump possibly just performed the greatest bait and switch in human history. I don't know if you guys remember a few months ago, Elon Musk dropped a post that made the Democrats just shriek with joy, saying that Donald Trump is on the Jeffrey Epstein list. What followed was a series of Democrats demanding that the Epstein list gets pushed, from Jimmy Kimmel, Hakeem Jeffries, of course, along to any Democrat, even Hillary Clinton. Everyone was claiming that this Epstein list needed to come out because it appeared that it was against Donald Trump. From that point on, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are supposed to still be mortal enemies, further pushing Democrats to try to get this list out. What Donald Trump does, he goes to say, oh, it's a hoax, it's BS. Gaslighting the public, because there's no way you could have made Democrats want this list unless Donald Trump didn't want the list. He knew that and played on their own bias. You see, TDS has gotten so bad that Trump has learned how to weaponize it against them that have it themselves. Like, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Trump somehow found a way to turn people TDS against them. And he knew that if he did not like the Epstein list, people would love it. So now what happens? The Epstein list comes out. Donald Trump and Elon Musk links up at the White House with Ronaldo.
Do y'all understand how big of a chess move that is?
So Elon Musk.
Do you understand how big of a chess move that is? Do y'all? Do y'all understand how big of a chess move that is if they really did this all on purpose? Well, I think you get the picture. Don't judge a book until you actually read it. Don't judge a book until you actually read it. All right, I'm out, y'all. Stay blessed. EST will be back on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel. It's EST Established Pod on YouTube, and we'll be coming on Facebook. We'll be doing some Instagram clips and all of that. But yeah, we're gonna be here for a little while, and we're gonna keep giving you these short clips, short videos, just explaining different things and just giving common sense answers to a lot of the questions that people have and a lot of the concerns they have. So, stick with me. This is the EST channel. I hope to grow an EST family, and let's get established in sound truth. Peace.